Good morning, beautiful people. Today I'm back with another Amberlyn React. This time I'm going to use a compilation video by Empathetic Facts. I'm sure all of you watching this are already deeply ensconced in girl world, but Empathetic Facts does a great job with Amberlyn Reid compilation videos. I don't have the time to react to a whole video. Empathetic Facts does a great job of cutting it down to the most interesting bits and adding their own touch to it. So I'll post a link to this entire video underneath, so in the description. So I hope you give Empathetic Facts a like and a follow if you haven't already. So without further ado, this is just Amber's latest video. She's just talking about, her weight loss results, what she's doing to lose the weight and such. Once again, this is completely my opinion. I just am reacting because I want to put out there sort of to help everybody. I mean, I wish Amber would watch this and sort of wake up, but she probably won't. But either way, we're still going to try. And if I could help one person, it's all worth it. So here we go.
If you had to pick one.
Also, Empathetic Facts was definitely on Amber's sort of, hit list as she struck their channel, I think twice. So, it's a rough world to be in.
One of your previous diets to try in 2023, which one would it be? So this year I do want to stop with the fad diets. I want to stop with dieting. I just want to change my lifestyle and who I am as a person.
Well, that would be amazing because again, I don't want to be judgy on her personal characteristics, but she really doesn't have the world's best and nicest personality. So any changes that she can make are positive. However, it'll get into it more. You can't just say, okay, I'm just going to lose weight and weight falls off. I wish that's how it worked. It might work initially sort of like that, but in the long term, you need some kind of a plan or help when you get this big. If you were just trying to lose 20 pounds, you were always thin, let's say you just had a baby or for whatever reason you put on some weight that your blood pressure started spiking, your sugar started spiking, that you might be a little bit more, well, I'm just not going to eat cake and I'm not going to eat soda. But when you're over 500 pounds, you have to have some sort of help.
When it comes to eating and the way that I think about it, to hypothetically answer this question, I would probably choose Jenny Craig.
Oh my
Hey guys,
God.
so welcome to day one of me being on Jenny Craig. I'm really excited. So with Jenny Craig, they have everything planned for you. So it's gonna be pretty easy. Large majority of the food that you eat is Jenny Craig food.
Yeah.
But you do eat your own fruits, veggies, and things like
Yikes.
that. I have to eat 6 times a day. It's going to be breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, snack. Day one of me being on Jenny Craig. Plus the first time I did Jenny Craig, I only did it for 6 days. So
6.
I ended up falling off of.
Seriously, that is like thousands of dollars for 6 days because like back in the Jenny Craig era, she bought an unlimited lifetime membership. I can't even.
Plan, and I did feel really guilty and ashamed and all that, but just because I start a new program doesn't mean that I'm just gonna change at the snap of a finger. It just doesn't work that way.
Yes, it does.
So as you guys remember, I did do Jenny Craig before, and I showed you guys what I ate for the first 6 days of Jenny Craig, when originally it was supposed to be the first 7 days. But then I ended up going on a vacation and I didn't bring the food with me.
Now, why, oh, why would you start this kind of eating plan just before vacation? I mean, maybe she didn't know she was going to go on vacation, but I find that hard to believe because you have reservations to make. And it's like she just started a week before. So Jenny Craig isn't all bad. It is good for the person who doesn't like to cook, has no desire to cook. If you could just stay at home and eat the food, you will lose the weight. But, and it ideally should be the perfect plan for Amberlyn because she doesn't go anywhere. The one time in her life she's going somewhere, well, I should say the one time in the past 3 years. She's going somewhere. She decides to start a multi-$1,000 diet. I don't know. Makes no sense.
So yes, I will be doing Jenny Craig again. I'm struggling really bad.
Yeah.
I want to
A few hours
order
later.
food. I want to just not care, because for me today is a Sunday. I'm like, okay, well, tomorrow's Monday.
Oh, yes,
I could just
Monday.
Start over. Jenny Craig was a Jenny bye-bye
Yes.
that day.
That's how she
I didn't know who
rewards
Jenny
herself.
was this day.
I like it because you don't have to think about it.
Yes.
There's a menu. You eat fruits and vegetables with every meal. You don't have to really cook. Like, it's everything that I love.
It's true, our girl does love Jenny Craig. Just like Weight Watchers, she almost gets a high at first when she receives all the food. But despite being able to pick her own foods and eat 6 meals a day, it still always seems to end with her massively overeating.
Second question is,
So, yeah. She loves new things. We all love new things. We all love new endeavors, but I don't know. All right.
what's your sleep schedule like, and does it play a role in your weight loss? So I've officially fixed my sleeping schedule. My perfect sleeping schedule would be like falling asleep at like 2 a.m., waking up at like 10 a.m. But
She has the teenager lifestyle or the young adult lifestyle. My young adult children love to do this. It annoys me. I have to get up at 6 a.m.
right now I'm falling asleep like 9 p.m., 10 p.m., and I'm waking up at like 6 a.m. So it's a little extreme. I feel like an old woman.
Wow, okay. I'd say going to bed at 2 a.m. and waking up at 10 a.m. is pretty extreme. Going to bed at 9 p.m. and waking up at 6 a.m. is what most of us that have normal
Amen. Absolutely right.
jobs have been doing since we were legally allowed to work.
Yep.
But I'm kind of like an old person sleeping schedule situation type deal happening. I'm like a grandma.
Am I so out of touch?
And I do notice that it plays a role in my weight loss because you do lose weight while you're sleeping. I do not suggest doing this because it's an unhealthy.
All right, I can't help but comment on this. So she's going to go on to say, or she's saying right now, that it's healthy for your weight loss because you lose weight in your sleep. Maybe. I've not really experienced that. But if you've gotten good enough sleep at night and quality sleep, you tend to make the best eating choices the next day. That's why, so an example, for me, when I had babies, neither of them slept through the night, okay? So I would go and, get up every 2 hours with them, basically. I have a husband, but he really didn't help. So I also had to go to work the next day. So I'm working on like 2-3 hours of sleep, and I tended to eat more. So actually I gained the bulk of my weight after I gave birth to my children because I was looking for energy because I wasn't getting it from sleep. So I was grabbing candy, anything that would give me a quick pick-me-up just to get through my day. That's why you need to sleep. So you are rested and can make better choices.
Way of thinking. But if you weigh yourself before you go to bed, and then when you wake up, you'll notice that you lose a few pounds while you're sleeping.
Yes, girl, we sweat and lose some water weight, but this way of thinking is why she's so obsessed
Amen.
with the ounces on the scale. Like 572.4.
Why are you obsessed with decimals? Like 0.2, 0.4, 0.6 when you're weighing in? I know that I suffer with OCD. I was diagnosed.
Today was 368.0. I weighed in today and I was actually up 3 pounds. I weighed in at 371.0.
Oh my goodness.
Today I weighed in at 366.6. Today I weighed in at 369.2. Today I weighed in at 3.
I bet you she never imagined 7 years later that would be below her goal weight. So she started this weight loss journey to lose all this weight, and she was in the high 350s, 360s or so when she started, and now that's lower than her goal weight. That it just blows my mind.
68.2.
I have obsessive issues when it comes to numbers. So like me having the goal for the end of the year to weigh 399.8, I have to have that 0.8. It's just like, it's an obsessive
So what are you
thing.
gonna do
If
if
I
it's
was to weigh
0.6?
myself and I was 502.8, And then I weigh myself the next week and I'm 503.0. I've gained only 0.2 of a pound, but if I don't consider the decimals, it looks like I gained a whole pound.
So, look, you're too obsessed with numbers. You just have to kind of do what they do on My 600 Pound Life, you know, and they weigh themselves once a month. You have to be good every day and don't obsess about the 0.2s. I mean, even people who are closer to their goal weight, it's just not healthy.
This is why I think her whole weight loss journey is just for views. She knows how much she's lost/gained, and that's all that should matter. But she counts the decimals because she wants it to look good on paper when she shows it to her haters.
Haters.
How can you do weight loss surgery when you can't even stick to a diet? Because that is what weight loss surgery is for. It is for the individuals who cannot stick to a diet, who need help, who need another tool. Okay, now on to the actual weigh-in part of this. As you guys know, I wanted to do...
You know, she isn't wrong. And I'm a big proponent of that. It's not that it's for people who can't follow a diet. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe that's really the right way to say it. Because, again, I said in prior videos, it's not really about willpower. There's something wrong with the brain-stomach connection that needs to be broke. So, if she's a regular person, you know, we'll talk about Penny in another video because I have that I want to try to do soon. Most people, you can't cheat on a weight loss diet. Like, I know we all watch My 600 Pound Life and we see those people, you know, gaining back weight. Okay, I get it. I'm always amazed because I don't know how they do it. It is literally, the gastric sleeve is literally a diet you cannot cheat on if you're a regular person. So let's move on.
Do no takeout for the full January. Good. But Feline and I have decided that we're gonna allow ourselves to have takeout every Sunday, which is weigh-in day. So after our weigh-in, we're gonna have one meal.
So funny story back in my history. I was on Weight Watchers a lot, and I was on it with my mom and my dad, and you know, we'd go get weighed in on a Friday, and after we weighed in, we would go to this restaurant called Sweet Tomatoes, which it was a buffet of like salads and soups and pizzas and things. So we would always like have a large meal after our weigh-in. And the funniest thing is we'd see people from our Weight Watchers meeting at the restaurant. So yeah, it's human nature, but it's not going to work in the long run, baby girl.
Totally fine with this decision because having one meal is a big change. So last week I weighed in at 520.0 and today I weighed in at 514.6. So that's a 5.4 pound loss.
That's awesome.
By literally just stopping takeout.
Well,
like I had normal human food.
That'll work for a while, but you can't count on that long term. It's like those people who cut out Coke, like the sugar sodas for a while and then lose a whole bunch of weight. Eventually, to get past the danger zone, you know, back into like the 200s. Now remember, Amberlyn's goal is 399.8, but she's like 5'2". So there is no world that she should be still 300 pounds, but you know, we'll take what we can get at this moment.
Foods with a normal human amount.
Okay.
Like it was just a normal amount, and then I would actually eat my leftovers. I usually don't do that. It's like a really bad habit.
Okay, so eating leftovers. You know, that's the biggest plus of vertical sleeve gastrectomy because like you go to an expensive meal at a restaurant, you either share with people, especially if other people have also had the surgery, or you bring it home and you've got food for like 2 days.
Which means they either ate all this food in one night or they threw most of it away.
It's kind of like
So if you saw this little Christmas celebration, it was pretty sad. I mean, so I guess it was just the two of them. So it's hard for me to wrap my head around this because, you know, I'm an Italian family. We always do a big thing for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So it breaks my heart to see just the two of them with no family, no friends, and their sad little, you know, sides dinner. And so her girlfriend, Feline, Jade, Wifey, Wipey, whatever we're calling her today, You know, she has family. Where are they? How, you know, why couldn't, it's so sad because I have young adult kids and Feline is around her mid-20s. It would break my heart to see this is how they spent Christmas. I don't know.
Food anxiety thing. My psychologist says it goes into my OCD. So my goal for this week is to maybe just snack a little less because I've also been allowing myself to snack.
Yes,
because
snacking is not good.
Diet.
Anyways, that is it for Empathetic Facts. That's it for Empathetic Facts' video. I hope you enjoyed this. We'll see you next time.